One of the best aspects about running this channel for me is that it serves as sort of a portal into a different time where I get to gain a perspective and understand the culture of the 60s, or the 70s, the 80s, the 90s through its music. And I think this is a super important cultural moment in the 60s because of the aftermath of this performance. Now, it's not, this video here is the Shea Stadium performance by the Beatles. It's not any singular track. It's kind of a compilation of the events that took place. And what I heard happen afterwards is that they were so kind of upset about how the crowds were receiving them and not really listening to the music that the Beatles decided that they didn't really want to tour anymore, and it kind of changed their music too, right? So it was a super important historical moment for the Beatles, and of course, because of their influence, it's super historical to music in general. I've always heard about this performance. I heard it's super interesting. It's going to be interesting to watch. Hope you guys enjoy. Here we go. This is the Beatles at Shea Stadium. You guys know the drill. If you end up enjoying the video, hit me with a like, maybe share it with a friend. And if you are new to the channel, we do tons of videos like this reacting to awesome music. So subscribe and join the community. Here we go. The screaming, the never-ending screaming of the fans. My God. With the binoculars in her hand as well. Wow, she's gorgeous. I wonder what it exactly was. I think one of the main reasons, of course, is because they're talented. But another reason I think is that there wasn't these kind of cultural phenomena in that time in terms of like gigantic bands, because it's been done before. Nowadays I think people are a little bit more jaded, whereas in that time, you're talking about like 20 years past World War II, there's not really that many giant stars, famous people like the Beatles, and they came with these haircuts singing this fantastic music, and it just, I think, blew people's minds at the time. Let's back it up again, maybe back to that cute guy. The ultimate duo right there. Ringo in the back, always doing his own thing. Listen to that noise, man. So a lot of people were telling me from the last Beatles track that I reacted to that because they performed so often together, that even if he couldn't hear them because the speakers were being drowned out by the people, he like knew their backs so well that he could almost read where they were or what they were doing through the back of their heads almost. And I guess he had performed the song so much as well. He, of course, knew exactly where he was at all times too. Wonder what's next. Okay, this is cool. A little insight into the day. Yeah, it was a huge event, right? Every time they came, it was just Shea Stadium. I think is like 60 to 80,000 people. Wow, so much has to go on before they are able to perform. And they come via a chopper. How gangster is that? That's baller. Wow, at a baseball stadium.
A few months ago, and this song is called I Feel Fine.
I think I've heard this one before. The cute one, right? That's what they call Paul McCartney.
Baby's good to me, you know she's happy as could be, you know she said so. I'm in love with her and I feel fine.
Yeah, I've definitely heard this one before. This is early Beatles stuff. It's interesting. I think the fact that they stopped performing live after this point kind of changed them as a band. I feel like this is 65, right? And all the great experimentation in their albums came next. I think there's like a cut-off point where like pre-Shea Stadium, they were almost like a different band, where they had good tunes. They were definitely making good music. I think Help came before 65, but I feel like their best work came post 65, where they were in the studio more, with more time to experiment and try different things. So it's almost like fatalistic that this happened and they stopped touring.
It's called Help.
Oh, Help! This is one of my favorite songs of theirs.
I need somebody help, not just anybody help. You know I need someone help. When I was younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way.
He's nodding along as well.
Now these days are gone, I've gone so sure, and now I find I've changed my mind. I've opened up the door. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down.
Great harmonies, great lyrics.
Appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please?
It's got a real dark undertone that you might not even notice about screaming out for help. Great lyrics.
And this song will have to be our last song for tonight. Yes, buddy. When you know I'm
They were great performers, man. Wow, listen to that noise. Oh my lord. People trying to run onto the field. They have to exit in a car. They came via a chopper as well. Do you know what's one of the craziest things about watching all of this is that how kind of Paul McCartney was able to keep it together after all of that, right? The fact that he is normal. I've seen him in interviews and he seems like a very together human being. That he's been through something so kind of crazy and high emotion as that, and all the fame for 60 odd years now, and he's still such a cool person, is I think a testament to who he is, his character, because that would make someone go crazy. You know, he's kind of like a child star as well. It happened to him very young. Again, man, this was super interesting to see. As I was saying, I think it's almost like a fatalistic thing that all of this happened. I guess they were upset about how the crowds weren't really there for the music anymore, it seemed like to them. They were just there to kind of ogle at the Beatles. Oh my god, the Beatles are here. I don't know, maybe I'm not speaking for everyone in the crowd. Obviously, some people love the music too. But I think that would irritate you if you're an artist and a musician, a real musician, and you want to create great moments through your music and no one cares anymore. And then eventually what happens is they go to the studio and they start spending a lot more time there. And I think what comes next is like Sgt. Pepper's, right? I think that was in 66 or 67. Rubber Souls, I think, comes after this as well. I think that's like a very seminal album of theirs. All awesome stuff, man. Really, really cool to see. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I certainly did.